In December 2012, a girl called Nirbhaya was gang raped and killed in a running bus. After that incident, in 2013 March, a Switzerland couple, they were in a cycling tour in central India. 8 people tied the husband into a tree and gang raped the wife in front of the husband. After these 2 incidents, the Chinese English newspaper, the Global Times, published an article ridiculing India's noisy democracy. The article said, India's rule of law is loose. Government management is lacking. Women are not safe in India. Women are sidelined. Women's literacy rate is only half of China's. Women's participation in labor force is very, very miserable. And the poverty, slums, etc. is the result of India's loose, inefficient, ineffective democracy. Friends, is there no truth in what Chinese newspaper has said? Is India's noisy democracy a failure? In 1950, Chinese GDP and India's GDP was 4.5% each as a share of the world GDP. In 1976, when Mao Zedong died in China, China was as poor as India. It was in 1978 when Deng Xiaoping took the leadership, then the miracle progress of China started. Deng said, what is important is whether the cat will catch the mouse. It is immaterial whether the cat is black or white. And the red carpet they gave to the foreign investors was the only red that was left in communist China. And how they achieved it? They achieved it by great leadership. After Deng Xiaoping came Jian Zemin, then Hu Jintao, and now Xi Jinping. And now the GDP of China is 12.23 trillion and India's GDP is only 2.65 trillion. China's GDP is 5 times that of India. Chinese leadership is having the vision to create wealth, and the means of implementing the vision they are having. Discipline is there. What shall we do to progress just like China? We have to become the factory of the world, just like China has done during the last 4 decades. We have got 3 specific advantages which no other country in the world is having. First advantage is our young population. Our average age or median age is 28, whereas in China and America it is 38. The European average age is 44. In Japan it is 48. The second major advantage we are having is the cheapest ever labor. It was cheap in China, but now it has increased. And third major advantage is the English knowing people. As much as 20 crores people are knowing English. Our education system has to be radically transformed. Our literacy rate is very low only because of the government paid school teachers who are not bothered to teach or not even bothered to come to the school. In China, school teachers are appointed by local bodies like our municipality or panchayat. They are appointed only for a period of 3 years and they will be allowed to continue only if the performance is very good. Our higher education system has to radically improve. Every child, girl or boy, should be trained in a particular skill for a minimum period of 2 years. That is what all the countries in the world are doing. And these youth should be allowed to take job only in the skill. Our legal system has to be radically changed. The cases prolonging for 30 to 40 years, how meaningless, how useless it is. 90% of all the cases can be settled by mutual negotiated agreement between the 2 parties. For that, we can appoint very efficient advocates as negotiators, and those who excel in negotiations should be promoted or appointed as judges. We should have a foreign investment because we don't have the money, the resources for making India the factory of the world. For that, we have to have a clear industrial policy and the will and the discipline to implement the industrial policy. Bureaucratic red tapeism should be abolished. Land has to be acquired for foreign investment with a sufficient compensation. Youth in India are ready to work 12 or 18 hours, but without getting job, how will they work? What is the meaning of talking about minimum wages when there is no job available? To progress, today what is required is the technology. Every day technology is changing. That is, by adopting to know technology every day, that is how China has progressed. If we attract foreign investment, naturally, their technology will come to India, and thereby we can progress towards a developed status. Thank you.